This is the Regal Imports News for August 2013. The Rappaport price list dropped on rounds and pairs in sizes from 30 points to 2 carat 99. Here is a rough breakdown. 30 points to 99 points dropped in VVS to VS1 clarities and most colors. VVS to VS1 1 carat to 2 carat sizes dropped, as well as J to M colors in VS and SI. 2 to 3 carat diamonds dropped on all VVS to VS1 goods. All price variations were in the low single digits and did not affect any of the qualities sold by Regal Imports. So what do I make of these changes? I believe that Rappaport tries to reflect market conditions, but I don't think that the methodology is without flaws. It is true that VVS and VS1 diamonds are not selling well. Major buyers are selling VS2 and SI1 clarities. So it is logical that the prices are falling in the VVS range. But better color VS2 and SI goods are hot and in short supply. So why didn't Rappaport increase the price on VS2 and SI goods while still dropping the price on the slow-moving VVS goods? Some industry pundits say that Rappaport is trying to protect U.S. dealers rather than simply following market conditions. Indian cutters are not reacting to the changes in VS and SI. They are still selling at the same price per carat as before the changes. They believe Rappaport is mistaken in not pushing up the VS2 and SI stones. Unfortunately, the methodology of the Rappaport price list is not easily deciphered, and it is difficult to understand some of the logic behind the Rappaport list. Meanwhile, De Beers is maintaining or slightly increasing the price of rough, and some manufacturers are beginning to reject allotments. De Beers sold most of their rough in July, but commentators say manufacturers had to buy the rough ahead of the busy season. If De Beers increases prices, manufacturers are expected to stop buying. Polish prices are again out of sync with rough prices, and retailers are purchasing down in quality rather than up in price. De Beers is anticipating an increase in polished sales in the second half, but there are credit problems and trouble with the rupee in India and a flat market in China. Rough prices can only be sustained if strong sales continue in the United States, and this could be the reason that Rappaport seems to be supporting the American market with his price sheet. Now, no one knows why Donna Baker left her position at the helm of the Gemological Institute of America. The GIA expanded and became greatly profitable under her leadership. Chaim Zohar has reminded us of past corruption in the GIA. He implicates past management for this situation, and he praises Donna's work in cleaning up the mess. So why did Donna Baker leave the GIA in such a hurry? Some point to a potential problem with the Internal Revenue Service. In 2011, the GIA laboratories took in $138 million and retained a net profit of $48.3 million. The IRS may be looking at the nonprofit status of the GIA as a result of these high profit figures. Perhaps the difference of opinion between Donna Baker and the GIA arose over how to handle the nonprofit status. From all reports, Donna Baker is a great manager, and why she left the GIA will probably never be known, as most organizations have their employees sign confidentiality agreements, and I'm sure she has been muzzled. I recently had a discussion with a very prominent diamond manufacturer. He explained something to me that put diamond grading standards into perspective. He said that after he polishes a rough diamond, he analyzes the potential grading results. He knows how different labs grade and decides which lab result will maximize his profits. For example, he knows that a particular diamond will get one result from GIA, a different result from IGI, and another from EGL. Understanding lab grading results allows him to accurately predict certificate grades. Then he sends each diamond to the laboratory that will make him the most money. This is very logical. Last month, I emailed a very interesting video. The video compared GIA grading with 2 EGL laboratories. I'm going to try to explain how the business plan of the diamond cutter meshes with the conclusions drawn from the video. The video concludes that if the same stone is sent to GIA and then to the other 2 EGL labs, that in spite of the variance in grading, the GIA stone will always sell cheaper than the same stone sent to EGL. Now, this conclusion does not jive with what most retailers think about EGL certificates. It is very common to hear a retailer say that he needs to sell an EGL stone because he can't afford a GIA. The video and the diamond manufacturer explain quite clearly how the shell game works. The diamond cutter makes a conscious decision not to send certain diamonds to GIA because he can make more money with a different certificate. It seems obvious that the only reason a diamond cutter would use a certificate from a company like EGL rather than a company like GIA is because he can make more money. The diamond cutter is not sending a diamond to EGL to help the retailer. He is sending the diamond to EGL because he can make more money with this type of certification. The conclusion of the video and the cutter strategy is that the only reason a weak certificate is sold to a retailer is because the diamond dealer is pushing for more profit. The video claims that the same stone can be sold to a retailer for a premium of as much as 15 to 60% when certified by EGL rather than by GIA. So, retailers, please take note that diamond dealers selling from laboratories with significantly higher grades, and I include local labs in this category, are in fact not helping you but helping themselves to your wallet. Just think about it. Who is supporting these laboratories, the cutter manufacturer or the retailer and buying public? These laboratories exist to make profit for diamond dealers, and diamond companies using these laboratories are playing retailers and their customers for suckers. It is time to understand what is really happening and confront the offenders. And that is the Regal Imports News. I thank you very much for watching. Where's the bear?